two people used to splitting the tailgate, the pizza, the fantasy picks, now they're arguing in the driveway over who keeps 6 season tickets. What should have been a short conversation turned into a weekend of texts, hurt feelings, and a cold shoulder at every family event.
Hi, I'm Danny. Welcome to Danny's Den. Let's chat. Here's what we'll do. I'll walk through what prenups and postnups actually handle, where the law draws the line on parenting, give a few calm scripts you can use at the kitchen table, and end with a short sports corner and a music moment you can actually use. Let's get into it. People always say prenups control everything. I get why. It sounds like a catch-all, but that's misleading. Prenups and postnups are fantastic for financial expectations. Who owns what, who pays what, and how to divide debts. They're not a ticket to lock in custody or child support. Courts decide those things based on a child's best interests. I've seen clauses that try to set custody like a contract, and they cause real problems later. Quick, concrete enforceability point. Judges look for full financial disclosure and fair process. If you sign a prenup the morning of the wedding or hide a $150,000 account, a judge will scrutinize the agreement harder. So fairness isn't just ethical, it's defensive. Okay, so what can you actually include? Property allocation, who keeps which assets, spousal support waivers, business protections, and even clear instructions for college savings accounts like a 529. You can also write in routines. Who has the season tickets during the marriage, or how game day travel costs will be handled if you separate, as long as you aren't trying to contract away custody or required child support. Think about college funds. Parties can agree a 529 remains the separate property of the contributor, or that contributions convert to joint property under certain circumstances. That's useful. But a clause that says no one will ever seek child support is usually a non-starter with most courts. Document intentions. Don't promise to erase statutory obligations. People worry about routines, who gets the kids on game days, who takes them to practice, and you can draft operational language for those things. For example, a postnup can set an agreed rotation for weekend games, or say that whoever attends certain activities handles ride logistics on their weeks. Those provisions won't magically replace a parenting order, but they become convincing evidence of an agreed-upon routine if tensions flare later.
Now, for some negotiation language you can actually say without sounding confrontational. Try this opener. I care about our family traditions, and I want us both to keep things fair if anything changes. Can we put a few expectations in writing so future us doesn't fight over the tickets?
If you need to get specific, say, how about a 50-50 rotation for season tickets and an agreement to split travel costs for away games, unless one of us can't make it, right?
When things get heated, try, I'm not asking to decide everything today. I just want us to start with a few things we both agree on, so we don't add more strain later. Suggest next steps like independent counsel or mediation. That process language signals fairness and lowers defensiveness.
Time for the sports corner. If season tickets matter, make the clause specific. Name who controls the seats during which years. Set notice windows for transfers, and include a fallback if one party can't attend. For example, Party A has rights to 4 designated seats in odd-numbered years. Party B has equivalent rights in even years. If unavailable, tickets must be offered to the other party at least 7 days before the game. That specificity prevents those weekend fights. Youth sports. Agree on a consultative approach for major commitments, travel teams, expensive tournaments, or year-long leagues, and put a budget cap on discretionary travel unless both parents sign off. Add a simple dispute resolution step like mediation before unilateral action. Little guardrails like that save time, money, and feelings. 2 pitfalls to avoid: vagueness and overreaching. Will be fair about tickets invites interpretation fights. Be concrete. And never try to contract around custody or statutory child support. Courts protect the child's rights. When in doubt, document intentions and talk to local counsel. Templates are a starting point, not gospel. Okay, quick music moment before I let you go. I love the idea of an Our Family playlist as a ritual. My 3 go-tos. 1 warm communal road trip song you all sing together. one high-energy pump-up track for tailgates and practices, and one slow, cozy song for quiet Saturday mornings. You can even note in an agreement that the playlist is intended to transfer with the custodial household as a symbolic anchor. It's not about legal value, it's about memory.
Wrapping up, use agreements as tools to reduce conflict and set expectations. Be specific about property and routines. Build fairness into the process so courts are more likely to respect the result. And bring in neutral professionals when emotions are high. Quick checklist. Document assets, fully disclose finances, outline routines with dates and notice periods, and get independent review.
If this helped, hit subscribe so you don't miss next week on co-parenting calendars and holiday diplomacy. Let's chat. Check the show notes for links and information about booking a free 30-minute consultation if you want legal help tailored to your situation. Take care.